Hello world! Wave Time here, bringing to you another episode of Feed the Beast Insanity. So what I'm doing right now is pretty much layering the entire field with as many of these crop holder thingamabobbers, as many as I can. And hopefully I don't get any of them doubled, because we're going to need a lot of them for seeds, and when we double them, well, yeah, they start crossbreeding if you try to put two of them on, and also makes it a lot easier for any weeds to get in them. Because for some reason, when you crossbreed, it says, ooh, gimme, 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 I want them. Something similar at least. So, I got a bunch of seeds. I'm hoping that I'll be able to finish at least a large amount of the farm, get it ready and grown, because this is pretty much going to be our only worthwhile EMC system. So I'll see you in a sec after I work out all of these annoyances. Woot. I'm thinking that this will be enough, or at least it will have to be. Now, these ones are pretty much already fully grown, so eventually we should see pumpkins growing on them. The reason we want to be doing this method instead of making manual pumpkins is because, well, one, it takes up a lot less space, and two, it's able to actually grow more than one pumpkin on them at a time. Which, well, I'm not sure if wheat does the same thing with these crops, but I'm not going to even bother with wheat. Dang wheat. Anyways, so the first thing that we're going to need to do actually is we're going to need to get a lot of stuff ready to make some nice complicated machines. Now, that means first we'll need to make a generator for industrial craft, and then we'll have to use maybe an electric furnace. That will be nice. And we'll need a lot more rubber. Stop. Oh, dang it, I hate Endermen. Maybe eventually when we get some better EMC generation methods, we don't have to use this, and maybe make it explodify, because Enderman spawning in there, not happy camper. Anyways, and you're probably going to be destroying my fields now, aren't you? Anyways, let's move on. So we're going to need to first make some sort of battery. There's a battery box, and there's the electric furnace, which we'll need. Electric furnace, we have one electronic circuit, and we'll need a bunch of iron. So this won't be enough iron as of yet, though we are getting pretty dang close with how much stuff we have right now. Maybe one more gunpowder should be enough to get the required 6-ish iron. There we go. We're also going to need to get a battery, and thus we're going to need to refine a few more things for all of our methods. Okay, let's see. There we go. The shiblos. Iron is awesome. Okay, let's refine this iron. No, we don't need to refine that iron yet, because we can simply go over here and put this in our crafting table instead. We need an iron furnace, rather, and the electric furnace will just need the iron furnace. Oh, wait, we need a generator. Generator requires an iron furnace and 3 refined iron. Maybe we can do that method, or we can just make a machine block, which is actually less costly. We're still going to need some more iron, and the iron furnace is what we need to pretty much start at. So generator only requires an RE battery, which will require a bit of, what is it? I think it is 4 tin, and one of these, and redstone. We don't have any redstone currently, because all of it is in charge in gunpowder, whatever. Let's remove these seeds, remove the wheat, get as much redstone as we possibly can, and we're going to have to fix the array with that, but... Oh, wait. Okay, get that, because it's the same amount. Get that, and get that. So we got the RE battery, we have a furnace. We're just going to need to cook a bunch of the iron ingots and turn them into, well, refined iron. We're going to need 8 of those. So we're probably going to need a bit more matter than this. Well, not just a bit more, we're going to need a lot more. So maybe if we get some sand, we might have just enough. Sand, sand, sand. Oh, typical. Sand here. Put you back here where you belong. Excuse me. And, well, whatever. Get TNT, throw it in. Ah, where's my TNT? Derp. TNT in here. Bone in here. Still not enough. 8, yep, that's enough. That's exactly enough. So, cook this up. Get all that. Maybe wait for daybreak. And maybe wait for pumpkins to start growing. Because I can't wait. Well, I can. I kind of have to wait. But it's a figure of speech. Shut up. Ah, it's done. So here we are, some refined iron. Let's get a bit more iron because we're going to need it eventually. And let's actually click the appropriate thing. So refined iron. Add it with a furnace and an RE battery, a rechargeable battery, and we have a generator. So generator, where is what's going to be our industrial craft area? Let's leave this stuff for buildcraft, and we'll make a nice little hidey hole away over here. Hidey hole. We want to stay as far away as possible from that building over there because it is an unquestionable lag fest. Yes, it is very, 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 very laggy. Which I don't exactly like laggy. I'm not sure about you, but laggy, not my forte. But that is. Okay, let's get this out of the way. This is another reason I do not like making my own tools. Because they kind of break. Let's see. Let's get some stuff for my tools. Here we go. Making my own tools. For shame, man. For shame. For shame. Okay. Eventually this pathway will be destroyed, but let's start here. And eventually we'll have some cables here. We'll have a bat box here also. So generator here. We'll have a furnace here, the electric furnace. Let's make the electric furnace right now. And eventually we'll have some wiring to go there. Okay, electric furnace. Now let's just burn a few bits of coal, because that's what we'll need, and we'll throw all of this in here for fun. You know, for giggles. Why not? Okay, take that, and let's see. Now, the next challenges are, we should probably find them so you can actually see. Walkie. Okay, I think it is forestry related, and it's this one. Yes, the Bronze Age. So we need carpenter, forester, mushroom picker, and a bunch of stuff. I got the list here, and it's not really fun, I gotta say. It's gonna require a lot of EMC, that's definitely for sure. A lot of EMC, and we'll need a big EU generation eventually. Now, I'm not sure what the reward will be, but it's going to take a while to get to that stage. Okay, that's actually a good amount of backup energy, so let's get that. And we're going to need to, well, extract, air quotation marks, some sticky resin. Okay, no, we don't have enough for more. So we're going to continually go back until our pumpkins look like they're gonna grow soon. Now, from what I understand, After you harvest pumpkins, it's about 15 minutes, 1-5, before you're able to harvest them again. Considering the size of our fields, or at least what our fields will be, it won't be too much of a problem because it's going to be a lot of EMC generated. Okay, get this, and we're going to need to get more of this resin. And throw it in here because we're going to need rubber. Okay, now a few things we're going to need to make. We need to make bronze. Bronze, unfortunately we can't use this one, but we're going to have to make this one, which requires bronze dust, which requires macerated copper and tin. So we're going to need to build a macerator. Macerators are not exactly the most fun, I find. Also, we might as well start with a bat box. So we're going to need 3 RE batteries, and we're going to need a lot of stuff. So just the amount of rubber that I pulled is not adequate. And we're not at extractor stage yet. So let's get some more of that. Throw it in. Throw some more charcoal in here. I think that'll be enough, though I'm not sure. And eventually we'll have a bat box sitting right there, and we'll replace that iron furnace with more generators in the future. And let's just expand this area. Do we have more? No, we need more stone. Run, run, run. More stone it is. You could say you're a little stoned. Yeah, that was a bad joke. That was a horrendous joke. Not just bad. Bad doesn't describe it. Okay, there we go. Let's hope we don't fall off. Okay. Generator is still going. We got, actually, we got too much energy stored. Okay, and it will need some of those. And RE batteries. RE batteries will need a bunch of tin. We don't have enough EMC for that bunch of tin. But we can make an integrated circuit in the meantime with all this rubber, because we can make a macerator. Okay. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. Yes, sirree. Blah. Okay. Need to make a circuit for the macerator. And thankfully we have enough to make the machine block. Oops. There we go. And we're going to need 3 more flint. Now I'm going to just go out on a limb and get a bunch more than 3. I think 12 will be decent for now. Okay. Cobble. Could go with some cobble. And I have no idea why I am doing it at such a slow rate. Okay. Cobble. Circuit. Machine block. Flint. Derp. Okay. So let's think of it as we're going to have the cable there, a bat box there, then the starting cable will be there. So we'll start with the macerator there, but in the interim, we can put a copper cable in between them, and it'll take energy from the generator. When it actually generates, of course. Now, a few things that we're going to need. We need to macerate 1 tin and 3 copper. So 3 of these. Haha, take that, copper. Okay. Horrible jokes aside, we'll start with the tin, since that's the one we'll need to eventually check right away, pretty much. And it'll take an entire 30 seconds for that macerator to go. Now, we will need a bigger EMC generation than just a generator eventually, but we shouldn't need to focus on that right now. So we got the tin dust, that's good. And pumpkins are starting to appear. Not enough have generated enough to really harvest them all at once, so we'll just wait for that. Throw more of this in here. We're going to need 12 tin for the battery. Okay, that's good. That's still generating. That's good. Too bad we don't have any bat box, because that would be very useful right now. Okay, and okay, we got one more that we'll need. La 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 la. Okay, let's get some of our tin right now. And we're also going to need some copper. Let's get a bit of copper because we are going to need to make some more of these eventually. Okay, got that. Got a bunch of wires. That's good. Okay, now what I was going to do with these is that I'll need more tin than that. Okay, there we go. Battery time. And there, we got the RE batteries. Now we need some wood, I believe. That'll do. Okay, let's see if I get this right. No, that's the wrong recipe. It'll be this. And 5 wood. Okay, we got our bat box. That's good, that's good, that's good. Now let's try to orient it the correct way right away. So we'll need a bit of room. Fudge. The macerator's in the way. And we oriented it the correct way. That's good. Okay. Now let's put this so it's like that. And like that. So it's a nice little buffer to generate as much EMC as we possibly can. And we got copper dust. So now, drum roll please. You weren't drumming. We got a bunch of bronze dust. Now, the electric furnace is not at a good place for this, honestly, but it will have to do. And we got our bronze, which actually have an EMC value. So what that means is that we won't have to worry about them too much. Now let's put the rest of our charcoal in. Throw this into the trans table to learn it. And take a nice sleep. Let's see, what's the first thing that we should make? Carpenter might be a good idea. Carpenter. And those are ready for a harvest. So it's harvest time, folks. Let's see how much pumpkins we can get. Let's sort our inventory, close that, and just hold right click for the entire thing. Now, obviously, we don't have all of the pumpkins done. Oh well. I guess we'll have some sort of, maybe we can have a timer to determine when they're done. That might work. Nah, that's might be complicated. Too complicated? No, that actually works. So if we get a timer, we'll be able to, well, I think after every 20 minutes, it'll be ready to harvest. But we'll have to see. So there we go. So after 20 more minutes, the rest of them will be ready to harvest. And we got a lot of pumpkins. Oh boy, that's a lot of EMC. Okay. There we go. We didn't actually learn it. So let's get a bit of bronze. I think that'll be enough. Now let's see. Carpenter is our first thing that we need. And it'll require a sturdy machine and 6 more bronze after that. Now let's get some glass because we're going to need a lot of glass. And let's throw the wood away. Let's pick up another flint because, hey, why not actually? You gotta ask why before why not in that situation. And turn this into a sturdy machine. And change this into... there. Ooh. I just had a brainwave. I'm thinking there is a... how do I explain this rationally? In one of the next challenges, which is advanced machines, what we'll need to make is called the Centrifuge Extractor. which requires electrolyzed water cells. Those require a lot of time to make. And how you make it is using an electrolyzer to basically charge up water cells. Now we're going to need to make that and make it now so we don't have to wait a long time to make it. Okay, let's see. We got enough copper for that, and we're going to, I should say it that way instead of gonna. Hey, wait, can I? No, that's not a good idea. Let's make a wrench. The wrench will allow us to disassemble any sort of machine, complex or otherwise, without having to worry about it turning into, well, something you don't want it to turn into, which is just a machine block. So, for instance, there is a chance, for some reason, that when you do disassemble them, they will still turn to machine blocks, so make sure you place it correctly first. So we're going to need to get a bit of iron. Might as well get as much iron as we can. 31 is a decent amount. Hey, we have pretty much infinite EMC anyways, so let's make that. And I think we got the generator going as much as it can. Also, another thing that we'll need to make is glowstone. There is a secret industrial craft recipe to make glowstone, but we need 4 gold to be able to do that. We don't have 4 gold because we don't have a diamond right now. And those fields are almost done. So maybe after we wrap up, I'm just going to plant the remainder of the field. Maybe we can expand it because it's currently the only way to generate EMC and the, EMC, that's the correct amount. Before we get like the furnace, not the furnace, I cannot speak. I'm annoyed that I cannot speak it today. Anyways, let's get this, rationalize our thoughts, and try to make our little electrolyzer. Now, machine block. Good. Oh no. Don't you dare go into my line of sight. Or push me. I won't be happy. I said I wouldn't be happy. Oh, stop destroying my fields. Dang it. Sigh. I never get any respect, you know? It's not fun. Okay. More copper cables. I think it's this, this. We need tin cells. So we're gonna need tin. Which we'll need EMC to be able to do. Yay. Okay, run over. Get the EMC required for the tin. Ooh. See what happens when you're not looking? You get a lot of EMC. Fun. And those pumpkin fields are going to be ready for another reaping, if you can say it that way. So I'm going to need a lot of tin cells, and I think an infinite water pool will be beneficial for us. So if we make one of those in our corner over here, because we're going to need a lot of water. Okay, place it in this corner, place it in this corner. Good, make a bunch of cells, not cans, so it's like this. And fill up a bunch of them with water. Now, before that, I should remember that we need to make the actual machine. Is it like this? This. I'm trying to remember the recipe. There we go, electrolyzer. So this electrolyzer, I'm not sure how long it takes, but the mechanics are pretty much, you place it, you place water cells in it, then this gauge starts to fill up when it is next to energy storage device. It starts to fill up and charge the water cells when there is greater than 75% of the total charge on the, say in this case, a bat box. And it slowly fills it up. I'm not sure, like 2 EU per tick or something small like that. Give me pearls. Coward. Anyways, it takes quite a bit while to make it, and I pretty much, well, I want to use a centrifuge extractor eventually myself, so we're going to need to have a lot more water cells than this. Maybe we can make multiple ones of them. But I didn't even explain what a centrifuge extractor is. It's basically an advanced machine added, like, I think it's the advanced machine mod, and of course it's in the Feed the Beast mod pack for this. Well, it's not really a mod pack, but anyways, basically it works similar to the induction furnace, but it increases its rotations. Oh, you son of a... And keeps its rotations pretty much as long as there is power. It's basically the same as an induction furnace, but kind of badass for it. So we didn't really make the carpenter. Yes, we made the carpenter. Now we're going to need to eventually make some... basically, carpenters require buildcraft energy, but the only way to make buildcraft energy currently is through use of the electric engine. So the electrical engine takes about 6 EU per tick, using any voltage whatsoever, so this does work. And it takes that and changes it to buildcraft energy. Oh, you brought me sand. How thoughtful. And you're jumping on my crops. So I think pretty much we don't have anything else to talk about right now, so I'm thinking just going through these crops, getting as much of them as possible, and I think that this will probably be enough to satiate us for the rest of the challenge. I'm hoping eventually this isn't going to be our final EMC generation source. This is actually probably, I'd like to call it our interim generation, because our main generation mechanics will be milking machines. Now the only way to really use the milking machines correctly is we'll need a cow, yes, that's kind of an integral part of it, but we'll also need to get a bunch of, how do I put it, sanity. That helps, but we'll also... Let's try to see if I can think of it. We need filters, which needs the alloy furnace. We don't have clay to make an alloy furnace right now. So we're pretty much going to have to live with the fact that we have to do manual EMC generation for now. And we'll slowly get used to that fact and maybe... make a big farm so it's worth our while. Well, that's all the time we have for this episode of Feed the Beast Insanity. If you like what you see, don't forget to rate, comment, and subscribe, and make sure you don't fall into the water, because, kids, it can be mighty dangerous. Wave Time here, signing off. Have a wonderful day.